State Representative Tina Orwall from the 33rd District. I have two questions for you today. One is about over-the-counter sexual assault kits. Your bill wants to ban them. Why?
That's a very important question. As you know, I've been teaming up with Representative Mossbrucker for many years to support survivors in our state. And it's really important that they have a path to justice. And part of that starts at the point that they seek help. And so many survivors, they go into a hospital where there's a specially trained forensic nurse who takes the evidence that then is given to law enforcement. And there's something called a chain of custody, and that's what allows that evidence to be taken to a court of law. So these over-the-counter kits are kits that somebody does in their home without somebody who's trained on how to collect it, without the chain of custody. So here, a survivor thinks they're doing all the right things to later find out they have no ability to go to court or to hold that predator accountable. So in our state, we want to make sure we have a path to justice, and we don't think that's really part of our system.
And this leads me to my second question. This one is about victims and witnesses.
Yes, so we have been on this journey since 2015 to create a trauma-informed system for survivors. And we've had the SAFE committee, which has survivors, law enforcement, prosecutors, and this is some of our next steps. I've heard from a number of survivors that actually felt traumatized when they talked to a prosecutor about whether they were going to have a chance in court. And so we realized we'd never given prosecutors the tools to work with someone who's been traumatized. And so part of this bill will be for them to go through this training so that they understand, how do I support, how do I ask questions, how do I help them through this journey, and why is it so important that they have an advocate by their side as part of the process. We also do want every sexual assault investigation to happen, but we want to expedite those that have a CODIS hit. And CODIS is the federal database. So, you know, when I talked about that chain of custody and the evidence, that's loaded into a federal database that links to other crimes. And so when we know that, you know, serial rapists are out there, we want to connect all those cases, and we want them investigated quickly to hold that person accountable. So that's another component. We also expand survivor rights in the bill, and we also have provisions to expand support to survivors of trafficking for youth.